Catherine May, and on behalf of the Doctors Cave Bathing Club, we are the proud donor of this stunning new mural, and we welcome you all to Church Lane. A couple of special welcomes. Mr. Anthony Smith, Housen, the man of the hour, who fortunately for us has been doing more and more work in Montego Bay. We welcome you and we welcome the beautiful work you create. Mr. Mayor, I don't know how you do it. You're here, there, everywhere, and all things to do with Mobe, and you show up and we love you for that. And for all the work you do for this city. Thank you. Cheryl and Tony from Hilton's. I guess technically you should be welcoming us because this is your neighborhood, but thank you for being with us and thank you for welcoming this beautiful mural onto your very walls. Kingston Creative, Andrea, Dempster-Chung, Kashin, who make this all happen. Welcome back to Mobile. This mural represents the third in a series of what we intend will become an art walk in the center of the city. The murals, coupled with the beautiful architecture of the St. James Parish Church just up the street, along with the Montego Bay Cultural Centre and the pedestrianised areas of the Sam Sharp Square and Market Street, represent an expanding cultural corridor. I'm talking to myself. These areas represent an expanding cultural corridor that we believe will not only beautify our city centre, but draw visitors, support local business, and give Montego Bay a renewed sense of civic pride. It's now my pleasure to welcome Anthony to come and tell us a little bit about his beautiful piece of work.
Greetings everybody. It's an honor being here in front of you all just to talk about my work. But it's not really my work, it's our work. You know, a lot of different partners had to pitch in to make this a reality. You know, finding the artist, putting out the open call, and being a part of a creative revival of Montego Bay. But not just a creative revival of Montego Bay, it's an expansion of Jamaica's creative revival. So I'm really honored to be a part of that. This project here, this mural, me and my assistant, Joel Cameron, well, he's not just my assistant, he's an artist in his own right. He has his mural around there at Hilo. When we were working on this project, we were really grateful for the feedback of the people. They kept saying that, wait, is that such and such man? But it wasn't really. I came up with somebody, but it was inspired by our local craftsmen and women who are working in our crafts markets to create tangible pieces of Jamaican culture that people can come and take away and carry with them. In the age of artificial intelligence, this is something that I am proud to push forward as something that we are making of our own two hands, and something that is tangible, something that we can hold and feel and remember the texture of Jamaica. So that's what this is about. Thank you.
Tony, were you going to come and say a word on behalf of Hilton?
I want to speak.
Say Hilton. Yeah, come a little bit more this way. Go, yeah, right there. Nice.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Nice.
Today we are not merely unveiling a mural, we are unveiling a vision. A vision of a Montego Bay where our buildings will tell our stories. Where the streets will celebrate our culture and where our rich history and art becomes a source of pride, inspiration, and indeed community. At Hilton's Pharmacy, we have always believed that caring for people goes beyond the walls of our business. It extends to the spaces we share and the environment we help create. This mural is our gift to the city, a reminder that beauty, creativity, and community belong to all of us. Public art has the power to transform more than walls. It transforms conversations, inspires young people, supports local artists, attracts visitors, and strengthens the identity of our city. Every mural is a statement that we believe in our community and its future. Today, I want to extend a challenge to my fellow business owners. Imagine the impact if each business adopted a wall, commissioned an artist, and invested in making Montego Bay more vibrant. Together, we could create an open-air gallery that reflects our history, our diversity, and our dreams. Great cities are remembered not only for what they build, but for what they inspire. Let us work together to create a Montego Bay that people just don't visit, but one they remember. To our talented artists, our partners, the St. James Municipal Corporation, Kingston Creative, Doctors Cave Bathing Club, and everyone who helped bring this vision to life, thank you for believing that art belongs in everyday life. May this mural stand as a symbol of hope, collaboration, and civic pride, and may it inspire more to follow. Thank you and welcome to the beginning of something beautiful.
Thank you, Tony. Inviting Andrea Dempster-Chung from Kingston Creative.
Good afternoon, Montego Bay. All right, I feel like this is my second home. It's so many times that I've been to this city in the recent years. So Kingston Creative is a small arts non-profit located in downtown Kingston. And we have been working on people and place, two pillars. We really believe that if you can empower the amount of creative people that are in Jamaica and let them earn a living and be able to, live into their future and make a good living doing what they love. And then if you can transform our places, the places that we have kind of forgotten and turned our backs on a little bit, and get them up to scratch, that this would be transformative for our country. So we are always advocating for amazing creatives like Anthony Townsend Smith. This is our 120 odd mural that we have done in Jamaica. And Anthony is one of the artists that we have sent to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We've sent him to Curacao. He has been the artist selected for the Royal Caribbean grant, where he painted a mural on a cruise ship at sea. He's absolutely amazing. So one more round of applause for artists like Anthony Townsend Smith. Where we see one Anthony, we have a database of hundreds. And so it is our hope that more artists get more opportunities, just like Anthony, to be able to put their talent to use in terms of helping to transform cities. In terms of creative placemaking, we just want to say a word of thanks to Mayor Vernon. In him, we have found an amazing partner, and the St. James Municipal Corporation. He's an artist at heart, so this has been a very easy sell to him. We didn't have to tell him about the power of art to transform. And so we're so happy that you are, partnering with us and helping us and facilitating everything that we do. It makes the work so much easier. And finally, to corporates like Doctors Cave, the iconic Doctors Cave Baking Club, I really appreciate how quickly you guys stepped in and were able to, just see the vision and want to be a part of it. This artwork is a legacy for the city of Montego Bay. This is a landmark. I've seen it online and we haven't even launched it. People are taking photographs and posting them. I know that this will be, one of the credits to this city and one of the landmarks. And thank you again to everyone involved for the permission to put it on your building, for the funding to make it happen, and for the talent that exists in spades in Jamaica. We need to really gear ourselves around making sure that this talent can be realized and can transform our cities. So thank you very much on behalf of myself and my team. They have done an awesome job too. They've been working hard. Jaquan and Kashin, please take a bow. And with that, I will end my remarks. Thank you again. And we hope to see you for the next in the series of murals. So hopefully this is not the last time that we're gathering here together. We have maybe 3 more to go, and so we're very, very excited. And then we'll be able to have a self-guided walking tour of the murals in the city of Mobay, and then we will really start to see a shift. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mia, please come and give us a few words. Few words.
Yes, very few. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Give yourselves a round of applause. You have all played significant roles in the making of what we are trying to build in Montego Bay. And today is another representation of that. A few years ago, we started they said to us, what is your agenda? What is it that you would like to achieve for Montego Bay? So we said we look everything on a one big goal. And we call it the Mobay Step Up Program. Striving towards environmental protection and urban preservation. And under the Mobay Step Up, we have several dimensions of development: social, economic, infrastructural, and so forth. It so happens that we started a conversation just about the time when we were deep diving into the Mobay Step Up program. And Andrea reached out and said, listen, we want to do something in Montego Bay, we want to come to this side. So I'm not welcoming you to Montego Bay anymore because you're going to get a passport soon. You're going to get a passport soon. And then we also had TUI Foundation say that they want to be a part of it. And they reached out and they said, what would you like to do? But by the time we said, all right, this is what we're going to do, you started the conversation with TUI Foundation and said, let us do it. And then the impressive work was seen by Dr. Skeen. And guess who said, we want to do one. Yes, and today we have it. So under that program, we are not just doing the paintings, because the paintings are murals, and we like to speak about them holistically as placemaking areas, because what they do is give you that experience. So when you leave a city, what stays with you is the experience. How you remember it. So, because sometimes you don't remember exactly all the things that you see, but how you feel about the city, you remember that. And we want persons to feel good. We want them to immerse themselves in our culture. So if you move left, you see Jamaican culture. You move right, you feel Jamaican culture. And that is what we're doing. So we're doing the placemaking areas. We are also upgrading infrastructure. So what we are trying to do is to ensure that downtown Montego Bay is pothole free. 1. 2, we want to improve the sidewalk. So we have already started the improvement of the sidewalk from the Sam Sharp Square area going down St. James Street. We paused that, and we're going to continue in a few weeks until we complete the entire stretch. We have also pedestrianized the Lower Market Street area some years ago, but we have significantly improved it with the usage of the bricks in that area that makes it bright and more aesthetically pleasing. We're going to do a few more streets in those areas. But the process has not been one where we have gone on a mission to just transform the space and say, just use it as you see it. No. We have engaged the persons who actually use those areas, the vendors. And at the Lower Market Street section, we engage them insofar as we are now looking at the final model of what the shops within those spaces will look like. So we don't want any touch-up tents and tarpaulin all over the place, and no, we don't want that. So it is going to be much more organized. So once we improve those areas, we're going to put in the lighting, we're going to increase the security in our city center, which we have done to a large extent, and we're also going to ensure that the mechanisms that they are using, they are appeasing to the area and they are conducive for the business that they are doing. To add to that, we have also launched we are in the process of launching the Safe Food program, because many of the vendors are food vendors. And we don't want them just operating and leaving grease on the ground and so forth, damaging the infrastructure that we work so hard to put in place and spend so much money on. But to ensure that they are party to what we're doing there. They will have the signage with the National Solid Waste Management Authority, so every vendor must have a bin. The vendors, they will have their food handlers permit, and as soon as we roll out that program, they will have their hairnets, their apron, and everything. So once you come into this space, it breeds safety. It looks good, it breeds safety. You can walk in peace, the motorists, they can drive in peace, and that is what we're aiming to achieve. But we're chipping away at it bit by bit until we get there. So today, we are going to cut the ribbon to another step in that big vision. It might be a little slow, but we are getting there. And that is what is most important. We are taking the necessary action. So thank you for all being here. God bless you, and all the best for the rest of the projects. And I call it a program because we're moving step by step all the way. Thank you.
Thank yous. First to my board at Doctor's Cave. I have Lisa Crichton here. Lisa Crichton is here. And Mrs. Cherion, Montego now. We have Carly Minot from Doctor's Cave Management, and Courtney and Natasha also from Doctor's Cave joining us. I need to tell you there was one hesitation when we started this project, and it was like, I don't know, I think the vendor's going to put everything all over the place. And honestly, the first pictures we had from Kingston created, there were clothes hanging on the scaffolding. Like it was like taking over the scaffolding. So Mayor, we're going to need your help. We know the Municipal Corporation shares our commitment to protecting what we build together. And we're counting on that partnership to help the people understand when we create something beautiful, we need to respect and protect it. First, thank you to After Doctors Cave next to the Municipal Court, for your partnership and recognizing the value that public art brings to the community. You know that, and you live it, and it's part of your vision. To the staff at Hilton's for welcoming our mural onto your very walls. Thank you. Ward's Power Tools for the materials, equipment, and support that help bring the mural from concept to completion. Sharon Williams for the paint, the color, and literally the life, the wall as. Kingston Creative, this does not happen without you. Thank you for your guidance, for your belief in Jamaican artists, and for helping projects like this one find their footing throughout the island. To everyone here today, all the people who are in this community already, those of us visiting, our neighbors and supporters, thank you for being with us. This mural belongs to the people of Montego Bay now, and we couldn't be prouder to share it with you. Let's go cut the ribbon.
And it's about us actually crafting our culture at the same time.
Can you repeat that, please?
Crafting culture.
Start the whole thing.
Oh, well, it's about crafting culture in two ways. It's about looking at a culture of crafting and us at the same time crafting the culture we're creating and existing in.
Asta black never get Asta black never get we hate man. We wait. Asta black never get we wait.
Hi, my name is Amber Mayhew. I'm from West Virginia, and everybody needs to come here to the music tour and visit all of the reggae music icons.